Repeals, revocation, and consequential amendments. What do these mean with respect to the new tax law? And how do they impact your businesses and impact you as an individual taxpayer? Oladejo Adeyemi is my name. This is Insight with Oladejo. As I fondly say, I am that business coach who designates his time to reading the tax laws so that you don't have to spend as much time. So I've gotten questions with respect to repeals, revocation, and consequential amendments facilitated by the new tax law. And we want to discuss how do these things impact you. Specifically, Section 195 lists the acts that have been repealed by reason of the Nigeria Tax Act. Section 195 of the Nigeria Tax Act lists the number of acts that have been repealed. And if you look through that list, you will see 11 different acts there, ranging from the Value Added Tax Act to the Venture Capital Incentive Act to the Petroleum Profit Tax Act to the Personal Income Tax Act to the Capital Gains Tax and the rest of them. There are 11 of them. What these repeals mean is that the entirety of the provisions contained in those acts have ceased to exist. Someone was given an advice based on the provision of the old Personal Income Tax Act, sometimes in January. And when the person sought my view on that matter, I found out that the person that advised him was relying on the old provision. And that is the risk that we all run, given the new regime. Because the country has not had this level of significant overhaul in our taxing regime in recent years, a lot of people would be tempted to take judgment based on retained knowledge or take judgment based on what they have always known. And as a business owner, you need to check if you are not running that risk. That was exactly what happened to this friend of mine in the month of January with respect to Personal Income Tax Act. And you would see that that act is contained in the list of repeals. Now, when you go to Section 196 and 197, particularly 197, you will see that some orders, like the VAT Order 2021, has also been revoked. And then you would see in Section 196 that there have been some consequential amendments to the provisions of other acts that have not been entirely repealed. Now, what that means is that those acts are still in force, but those provisions that have been changed or that have been amended, have been so amended based on the specific amendments included in Section 196. This is a very important update that anyone who is seeking to understand the tax law and apply it must be aware of, such that you are not relying on a provision of a law that has ceased to exist. Some laws ceased to exist, or some acts, tax laws ceased to exist entirely. And those are the acts you are going to see under Section 195, whereas some of them only suffered consequential amendments to some of the specific provisions. You would see those ones impacted under Section 196. And when you get to Section 197, you will see the orders that have been completely revoked. I hope this helps you in properly evaluating the correctness of any advice you receive or the relevance of any judgments that you want to take as a business owner. Remember, you have to keep liking, you have to keep sharing, keep subscribing, and keep following. This is the only way we can educate the entirety of our community and ensure that we are doing it the right way based on the relevant provisions of the enabling tax laws. Till I come your way again, I remain Oladejo Adeyemi, your business coach that gives so much time to reading the tax law so that you don't have to do the same. Bye for now.